afternoon, gamers. Well, it's afternoon here in Australia, Saturday afternoon. Wybot here, or Filthy Wybot74, with some hardcore gameplay. Now, I go off in this game. Yes, I go off like 2 frogs and half a sock. I do a bit of fragging and tagging, but I get 27 kills, and so I thought I'd use it as a commentary. This is when I had my Elgato on with the backplate to do recording, and you can see me in the web. See how concentrated? Look at the look on my face. That noggin is like, oh, I gotta get 3 kills, mate. We gotta go sick. That is what I was thinking, because thanks to the Stubbscast, I have up to 400 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I thought I'd never get that, mate, and I am pumped. It has put a bit of a skip in my step. It's made me feel better than I have before. It is unreal, and I really thank you for subscribing to me, and I appreciate your patience that I haven't been uploading so much, because I've been streaming on the Book of Faith. I've been streaming on Facebook, and that's been going off. I've had, I think, 3 to 4 streams this week, and I've got close to almost 1,000 views all up. Now, that's not many, and I've had a couple more followers on there. I've got 148 followers, so the trick is I want to get up to 400 followers on my Facebook page, as same as subscribers as I got on my YouTube channel. But, you know, we'll work it out. It's a bit of a grind, but I enjoy doing it. I really do enjoy doing it. And Modern Warfare has just dropped the old Warzone, and I played that on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. And it's not bad, gamers. I suggest you get it free to play. They're up to 16 million players right now. That's effing huge. So later on tonight, I'll be streaming that with a bunch of randos, because Ron's on a cruise because he's gone, bugger you, Wybot. I'm bored, so he's gone on the coronavirus ahoy, and he's out there. He's just left the Wybot by himself, so I might have to call Distinct or somebody else to help me out when it comes to Warzone, or the one with the money, or whatever you call it, and just generally grinding Season 2 of Modern Warfare until Doom comes out next week. Oh my God, am I excited about that. So enough of that. You're probably wondering, what are you going on about the title here, Wybot? Why are you saying now's a good time to be a gamer? Now, it is a good time to be a gamer, because what do gamers spend most of their time doing? You know, teabagging, raging, throwing the controller. Indoors. Indoors, staying away from what I refer to as the vanilla people of society. That's the people who go out and see the art colleges and so forth, and get socialising, get shit-faced every weekend, go out and party, get stupid, wake up with an ugly person next morning. We're different from that. Quite a few of my gamer friends don't drink. Yeah, you heard it here first, peeps, as the attack chopper comes in, going off. But what I'm trying to say is now's a good time to be a gamer, because the world is losing its shit. And literally, people buying toilet paper like there's no tomorrow. And they're absolutely losing it. They're worried about the coronavirus. Banks are shutting doors. People working more from home. They're being told to keep a metre and a half from everybody else. If you so much as cough, sneeze, or even fart in public, you're looked at in a funny way. Well, you should be when you fart anyway. But it ain't good as I get shot down. Whoops. So it's a good time to be a gamer, because you are still being social. You're not being antisocial, unless you're a mega teabag or a troll. Mega teabag or a troll. But you're playing video games indoors. And let me just explain to you why I'm saying that now, because the last few times the Wybot has been out, and considering last night, like I didn't stream last night because a friend said, hey, why what? I got a +1 to a ticket to see a band called Lagwagon. I have no idea who they were. If it was like a modem that doesn't connect. it's every Australian video gamer trying to play online. Lagwagon, I fucking live the Lagwagon, sweetheart. I don't need to see a band of it. We are the Lagwagon. No, she said, mate. The other person, my plan A failed, you're my plan D, F, whatever. So, mate, she called me up and said, let's do it. And I said, yeah, cool, why not? I've got nothing better else to do. But apart from that, so I'll tell you more about the story what happened last night. But during last week, is, you know, the Wybot is in the single world. So, being in the single world, I basically, you know, dabble in the online dating here and there. And I went on a date with a lovely lady at the time, and it was a very good first date. Let's just say that Wybot and her got along quite well. We got on very well. Now, I was meant to meet her for a second date. Now, I even noticed that when I'm walking around in public, people are keeping more and more a distance from everywhere else. There's less and less traffic. So I'm waiting at Town Hall here in Sydney. Now, if you don't know where that is, it's the heart of Sydney. Heart of the city in Sydney here in Australia. Waited, and I got stood up. You heard it. The Wybot got stood up. It was like chasing B, and none of your teammates are there. They haven't even been capped A or C, and you're capping B. It's a very lonely feeling. Very lonely and a bit of a letdown, ladies and gentlemen. But it happened. So I didn't know what happened there. So the next day I sent a message and said, I hope you're alright, hope everything's cool, you know, people's time is precious, yada yada. Apparently, she just found out she was anemic, and she fainted in a shopping centre and hit her head. Now, I was going to crack this stupid line like, you're not the first woman to fall for the Y-bot. What a wanker term that is. But then we had a conversation on the phone afterwards. Now, I don't care if she watches this video or not. I'm pretty sure she won't. But the conversation was quite bizarre. Okay, she pretty much wanted to marry me off the bat, and pretty much wanted to have my kids straight off the bat. I spoke about it in one of my streams to one of my female gaming friends, Kate. And the red flags were there, and I was like, whoa, dude. So that was not normal. That was nuts. That's from going out meeting somebody, right? So I ended that the next day. I was like, nah, that ain't going to happen. That's just, seriously, like, you're not going to meet my mother and my brothers, and you're not going to meet my mother and say, stand aside now, another woman's going to have to love him better than you did. You're not going to meet my brothers and say, your brother is the best man I've ever met, and I want him to, I want to tattoo his name underneath my left breast. Yes, you heard it here. She wanted to tattoo. Well, you know what? I was going to get her to tattoo Filthy Y-bot underneath her left titty, but I don't think she would have done that, and I don't think I would let anybody do that. But anyway, you know what? This is the kind of woman you attract. Well, the Y-bot have attracted and met, and it all happened because I went out. Now, that was bizarre. That was the other week. Then the other week, I caught up with an old flame of mine who's currently in a relationship. Now, she might watch this video. That's fair enough. But things got a little bit crazy there, and I basically had to say to her, look, you got to talk to your partner. Don't talk to me about the problems. You got to talk to your partner. Communications in relationships is one of the biggest problems and one of the best things that couples could do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't care who you do what and what with. Communication is the key to a successful relationship. Love tips right here. Stay tuned on the channel. But what happened was, so that got a bit crazy. And I'm like, and look, I'm not gonna lie, I was no angel. We kissed, right? We kissed, mate, and we kissed, and I felt something in the air. I was like, this is not the Y-bot that I know and is in control. I wasn't in control, mate. The Y-bot was a bit out of control. So that was nuts. Now, lo and behold, let's talk about last night. This is the final ticker. This is the final clicker, which is what makes you think it's a good time to be a gamer. One, it's to stock up on your own toilet paper and stop the people from buying all the toilet paper. But this is the clincher. A friend of mine, I met her on the dating website, so nothing's going to happen. We're just mates. Right? She's a very attractive lass, but she's just mates. She referred to me as being fucking hot at one stage too, so she's got to get her eyes checked. Whatever. But the thing is, people, we were out at a gig last night. Now, she'd been wanting to see this band for 23 years, okay? So she had 2 tickets. She bought the tickets ages ago, and other people she was, hanging out with, whatever, they couldn't make it. So she thought, well, I know somebody who doesn't mind a bit of shits and giggles and likes to have a bit of a bevy here and there. She goes, yeah, Y-bot, what are you up to tonight? Now, I was at work. I was pretty tight. I had some issues at work, and I was busy at work feeding the koalas and all that kind of stuff. And I said, I've got nothing planned. I was going to stream, but you know what? The Y-bot feels like you can have some bevies. And she goes, you're not going to see a band. And actually, her words were in the text were, do you care about your own health? And I said, depends what we're doing. Now, it's a funny thing that she said that. So we went and we met up at the pub beforehand in the city and had a couple of bevies. It was really nice, actually. There weren't many people in the city. People were keeping their distance because the coronavirus is going nuts down here. It's going nuts all over the globe. So people have been a little bit more aware. I did catch public transport in because, why not? Y-bot likes to travel amongst the common people. Fucking whatever. And then the thing happened was we get to the gig and she couldn't stop commenting, and neither could I, realizing how empty the gig was. Like, it was people in there, but it wasn't packed. So, when the band's standing up, you got the barricades. She'd been waiting 23 years to see this band, so she lined up to go and see him, right? So she went up to line up to see this band, and I was behind her. I had a couple of drinks in my hand, because Y-bot likes to hit the bevy when he's out in the town. And the first band wasn't too bad, so I was like, okay, it's not my couple, it's not my music, it's thrash punk, whatever, but I'm keen. I'm keen to see what these bands like, right? There's a girl next to her on her left. Now, the lady I was with is a tall lady, but she doesn't take up much space. Yours truly takes up a fuck ton of space, but that's another story. So she was leaning in, and I have a bit of an argy-bargy. There was plenty of space. There's a guy to my right who was just as big as me. He moved further down, so there's plenty of room for us to be there. Now, I had 2 drinks in my hand, and the lady I was with had a bit of a word to the other lady who was quite short, and she was wearing thick glasses and so forth. And she had that judgmental look on her face, like that grandmother has. You're gonna blow up my letterbox on 4th of July or something like that on fireworks night. Seriously, she had that look. And what happened was, gamers, was as I backed round so my friend could move a little bit further along to the right, because my sidestep is not the best at times, people. Yes, you heard it here first. As she turned to grab a drink from me, the other girl, I thought threw a glass of wine on her, actually punched her, fully clocked her in the mouth. Now, I got covered in white wine. My friend disappeared. I went to try and grab her with the right arm, so I dropped my drinks, of course. Yes, I dropped the drinks. Yes, let's not talk about that. Dropped the drinks, went to grab her so she didn't fall over because it's a concrete floor. Okay? So people, when they've been knocked out hitting a concrete floor, their head hits the ground. It's a bigger issue than you realise. Then the other girl kept on coming at us, and I put my left hand up to stop her, and she looked at me and she said, "Don't call me an effing idiot." And she had her wild eyes, and she looked at me like, okay, and she wanted to punch me. And a part of me thought, you know what, why? But if you punch her back, mate, she's going to go effing flying. So I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Angry midget lesbians attacking me. She wasn't a lesbian, I was just saying that. And the thing was, it was bizarre because I lost my friend Angela for a bit there, and other patrons got involved and they pulled her back, and one bloke said, "Look, don't worry about her, check if your friend's alright." Security on hand, they saw it. My friend had a massive split lip, like I think the tooth went right through her lip. Blood everywhere, and instead of seeing the gig, we had to make a police statement and go back to the police station. Now, ensuing in that, while the police were there dealing with this case, they arrested 2 to 3 other people. And this is only at 9:30 on a Friday night. I jump in the police wagon in the front seat, may I add, with the police people as we're going to police stations because I am a witness. So I smell like wine. I've got blood on me. Basically said all their cells in Sydney are pretty filled up because it's just gone crazy tonight. I don't understand it. And security guards had all the evidence. There was CCTV footage. Like these days, mate, if you're going to punch on with somebody, be very, very careful because now this lady has had a charge up from ABH to GBH, and that's a pretty serious offence. That's grievous bodily harm. My friend is going to have to get dentistry work done. And the worst thing of all, we went out to have a good night, and it was rude, and she didn't get to see her band, which she's been waiting to see for 23 years. So after all that drama, people, we as gamers, it's the best time for us to just stay inside, talk shit to each other, and not even worry about going outside. So it's a good time to be a gamer. As you can see, we lost, but wipe up went off. Frag and tag, thanks for the subs, links to my Facebook page when I'll be streaming tonight, and thank you for all the support, more videos on the way, and I'll catch you mofos on the battlefield. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to see the next video. Catch ya.